All right, y'all, it's your boy Boss P, and this is Who's the Boss. And I know why you clicked on this video. You saw the thumbnail, you saw the description, so let's just get right into it. Why do women choose to be in bad relationships? All right, I got one word for you. It's immaturity. All right, and I'm not talking about women who are out there actively seeking out good male companions. I'm not talking about them. I'm not talking about the women who are in bad relationships because they just have bad luck or because they just make bad decisions. They may have very poor judgment. No, I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about women who are actively seeking out men who they know deep down are no good for them. All right. And the reason why they do this is immaturity. And a huge sign of immaturity is a woman who wants to have fun all the time. All right. Women who want to have fun all the time, they only think and live in the short term. They live in the now. They're not thinking about 5 or 10 years from now. All right. They're thinking about today and tonight only. All right. And today and tonight is usually Friday night, and it involves going to the club, shaking your ass, and finding somebody to spend some money on and buying some drinks and maybe going home with them and having a good time. That is a major sign of immaturity. They're seeking out men who they know really do not want them. And they know that these men do not want them because they see the type of life that they're living, but they choose to be with them anyway. And what kind of life are they living? They're in the club every single weekend. All right. Every time you see them in their car, they got another girl in the car. OK, now, I'm not saying that it's not OK to have fun. It's not OK to have a fling every now and then. Everybody deserves to have some fun. But at some point, you have to realize life is short. All right. And ladies, you have something that a man really does not have, and that is a biological clock. And you have to realize that at some point, those eggs that you're born with, they are set to expire. Men, we can make sperm for the rest of our lives. We can have children when we're 60, 70, 80 years old. Women are not that fortunate. They're just not wired and built that way. So you have to think about the long term. All right. Now, the type of women that I'm talking about are the ones that are going to McDonald's. You know what I'm saying? They see the guy working the fry counter. They see the guy sweeping the floor. You know, those guys are trying to get their phone number, and they don't give him a second look. You know what I'm saying? They're not even trying to hear what they have to say. If they took the time to listen to the brother, they would understand that, yeah, he's sweeping the floor right now. He's working a fry basket right now, but he has aspirations of one day owning his own restaurant. All right. And he's starting at the bottom so that he can learn everything he needs to know so that when that day comes, he'll be able to run his restaurant the right way, effectively, efficiently, and generate lots of revenue. But they're not thinking about 10 years from now. They're thinking about tonight. OK, they're not thinking about going out with the guy who has a government job, a city job or a federal job. He's making maybe $80,000 or $90,000 a year. When he retires, he's going to have a pension. He's contributing to his 401k. They're not thinking about that guy. They want to go after the ballers. They want to go after the ballers, the guy with all the money. What you have to understand is that the guy with all the money, he realizes that he is a rarity. All right. He's not the norm. He's the exception to the rule. And because he is that, he knows that he can have more than one woman at one time. All right. He knows that he can have plenty of women, almost any woman that he wants to have. So why would he settle down with one woman when he can have plenty, many? It just doesn't make sense. But these are the men that these women go after. For some reason, I mean, they're just not thinking with a mature mind. OK, they're thinking about having fun. They're thinking about having somebody spend some money on them, buy some shoes, buy them an expensive bag, and move on. So they're actively seeking out these men who have money. Yes, that's the one thing they have going for them, but they do not have long-term goals and dreams of being married to you. That is not one of their long-term goals. As a matter of fact, they don't have any long-term goals. Their long-term goal is to just keep having sex with different women. All right. So when you see these gentlemen in the club every Friday and Saturday night, you know what they're about. And when these gentlemen see you in the club every Friday and Saturday night, they think they know what you're about. You're trying to be in there having fun just like them. You're trying to go home with somebody different just like them because they see you in the club every single weekend. They know you ain't got no man. They know you're probably not looking for a man. You're just looking for a good time. But in the back of your mind, ladies, you are looking for a man, but you're just looking for the wrong ones. So you have to grow up, put your big girl panties on, and realize that life is short. Like I said, you have to approach every situation with a mature mind. Having fun is okay, but you cannot have fun all the time. Somebody that wants to have fun all the time, that's an indication of someone who is immature. Women who are in their 30s, women who are damn near 40, they're living like they're still in their sorority days. You know what I'm saying? Like they're 21, 22, 23 years old. Those days are long gone, and your eggs are getting older by the second. I said your eggs are getting older by the second. And if you want to settle down, have children, then you have to start making better life decisions, all right? And you have to start to compromise. You may not get the man who's a millionaire, but you will get a man who's good looking, has a great job, and who is faithful. You're not going to get the man who can afford to buy you that brand new Benz, but you are going to get him a man who wants to be a good father to your children. And that's the guy you need to be going for. And listen, pretty soon, the guy in the club every single weekend, the guy with that big BMW, he's going to realize it too, that he's very immature and he needs to settle down, just like you. But the difference is he can do that at 45. You can't. By the time you reach 45, you're approaching menopause. It's over. It's over for you. So ladies, if you have goals and aspirations of settling down, getting married, and having children, you need to start thinking about doing that when you turn 25, 26 years old. Because I'm telling you, the closer you get to 26 is the shorter the period of time for you to have children becomes. So, I mean, you have to understand that. And this is not conjecture. This is not opinion. This is just a biological fact. By the time you're 35, ladies, your eggs are pretty much, they're not as good as they were when you were 25. Let's just say that. So yeah, man, I just had to point that out, because I'm sick and tired of seeing women, always complain about why they can't find a good man. Ladies, it's not the man's fault. It's your fault. You're making bad choices. You are exercising poor judgment by going after men who you know are no good for you. All right. And that all comes down to immaturity. Women who want to have fun all the time and only want to live in the short term. If you approach a relationship with that same mindset, then that's exactly what you're going to get. Someone who is immature, someone who wants to have fun all the time, and someone who's looking for something in the short term, not the long term. So he's not going to be looking to marry you. He's going to be looking to have sex with you for maybe a few weeks or a few months, and then he's going to move on. All right. And you know this deep down, ladies, you know this. You have something called women's intuition. You have to learn how to use that. The sooner you learn how to use that, is the sooner you'll be able to pick out and weed out the men who are not about anything except having fun on Friday and Saturday night and not having or being with anybody on Sunday morning. You understand what I'm saying to you? And ladies, you have to understand that partying on Friday and Saturday, that's a lot of fun. But when Monday night comes around and you're in bed alone and you're feeling lonely, wish you had somebody there with you, it's not so much fun anymore, is it? And you realize that it's going to be like that from Monday through Friday, okay? And you're only going to have somebody in your bed on Friday and Saturday night, because that's all he's looking for. And he's going to think that's all you're looking for, because you're in the club on Friday and Saturday night just like he is. Okay, so ladies, you have to exercise better judgment. You have to become more mature. Let go of your early 20s. Let go of your sorority days. Those days are over. All right, you have to start thinking about the future. Think about the guy with the pension, the guy with the 401k, the guy who wants to be your match, the guy who may not be a millionaire but wants to be the father of your children, the guy who cannot afford to buy you a brand new Bentley, but he can, afford to get that down payment together for a house you and him can build a life together. That's the guy you need to go for. But yeah, ladies, that's all I got for y'all for right now on this issue of why women choose to be in bad relationships. Now, if you like what you heard and if you like what you saw, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. That's all for right now. I'll see you next time.